Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Monster, and welcome to our NSTL Week 5 Team Builder. This week, we actually take on our really good friend Kade. Kade recently took over this team and made a bunch of changes. Fun fact, I've never won a game against any of my friends. This includes Kade, Ian, Jed, and Magic. I've never won a game against any of them. I came really close to beating Kade in NCL Season 1. It was a really close 1-0 victory for him. But this week we're going to try and take him down. Honestly, I wouldn't even let his record reflect how well he's doing, because these two losses were from the other coach, and then this loss he got hacked to death from what I understand. So just don't think about the fact that he is 0-3, because Kade is always an extremely scary opponent, and he's got a lot of mods on his team that he's very used to, and I'm super scared of his team and him as a battler. He's absolutely phenomenal, and so we're gonna try our best to beat him. So first up, he has Mega Scissor, really good steel type, one of the best steel type megas in my opinion. Very scary threat that's going to be hard to deal with. And then he has Azumarill. I absolutely hate Azumarill in Draft League. It's easily one of my, or not just Draft League, just in sixes in general. I can't stand Azumarill. And this is also one of his Z users, so you can use Z Belly Drum, which is just annoying. I have decent walls for it, I guess, but nothing amazing. Then he has Gliscor. This is something that I've been interested in trying out for a long time myself. Gliscor is definitely very good, very bulky. Getting the poison heal ability as well, making its longevity a lot better. Obviously, it's 4 times weak to ice, so we're going to try and exploit that. And then he has Latios. We have Mega Latios, coincidentally. But Latios is definitely a threat. Very fast, very hard hitter, Dragon Psychic type, very scary. Then he has Infernape. Crazily enough, he managed to pick up a team that already had Infernape on it. That's pretty wild. He loves Infernape. Infernape is his favorite mon, and the fact that he has it on this team is really scary to me. Then he has Rotom Mow, the grass electric type, probably the second best Rotom form in my opinion. The best being Rotom Wash, obviously. Very solid mon, getting Leaf Storm and being able to Volt Switch around and stuff. Then he has Sneasel. Really good Dark and Ice type. Obviously not as good as Weavile, but still pretty good. Definitely hits kind of hard. Then he has Porygon Z, which is his one of his Z users. To my knowledge, this cannot use Z conversion to get an Omni boost, so that's good. But he does hit really hard with I think it gets adaptability, and it hits really hard with Breakneck Blitz. So we need to watch out for that for sure. Then he has Ambipom, really good normal type, really good lead in most cases because it can fake out stuff pretty hard. And then this says Dusknoir, but for our battle, he actually is going to have Mawile, regular Mawile. He made this trade and then changed his roster for week 6, but this is week 5. So he doesn't actually have Dusknoir. He has Mawile. Mawile, I'm not too concerned with Mawile. I feel like my team kind of bodies Mawile, so I'm not super concerned about it. In terms of what I think he's going to bring, I think he 100% brings Rotom Mow because I don't have a ground type. I think Azumarill is definitely going to come. Gliscor, Latios, definitely viable brings. And Infernape also can be pretty good. So, to get right into our team, our first member is V-Drive. This week we are rocking a special variant, bringing the Blue Flare, Shadow Ball, Glaciate, and Thunderbolt. He does not have a switch into this mon. Anything wants to rock like a Rocky helmet, then special is definitely the way to go. So yeah, T-Bolt hits Azumarill, Glaciate hits Gliscor, Shadow Ball hits Latios, and then Blue Flare pretty much hits everything else. Hits Rotom-Mow, Mega Scissor, Sneasel, Porygon gets wrecked, Ambipom gets wrecked, and Mawile will get destroyed by a Blue Flare. So that's kind of the gist of what we're trying to do there. We're also rocking Expert Belt because all the things I hit very hard I hit super effectively, so that's really nice. And yeah, so I think this is just a really, really good set. All the special coverage pretty much hits his whole team, and it's going to be really solid this match. The next up, we are bringing Tapu Fini. Fully defensive Tapu Fini yet again. Big shocker there. So we're bringing max HP, max defense with 4 in special attack. We're bringing Haze because he can set up with stuff like Mega Scissor, Azumarill. This is like my main Azumarill check because I generally don't have one otherwise. This is my main Infernape check as well, assuming he's not like Thunder Punch or something like that. It's also a really good Sneasel check. So yeah, we're bringing Haze to get rid of his SDs on Mega Scissor and to get rid of his Belly Drums on Azumarill. We're bringing Nature's Madness because I can't hit Scissor very hard, and Scissor kind of just comes in on this for free. So I want to be able to Nature's Madness it. Hitting Gliscor and then being able to get a free switch while he goes for Roost is also pretty solid. And then we're bringing Moonblast just because it hits Latios really well. It hits Sneasel really well. It's just like my general best stab move against this team. And then we're bringing Defog because the team that I'm bringing really does not appreciate having rocks up on the field, so I definitely want to try and get rid of those. This is pretty much just my my Azumarill check and my Infernape check because I really don't have another one on the team. So, the next we're bringing especially defensive Umbreon with Foul Play, Wish, Protect, and Baton Pass. So this is literally just here to check Latios. It can check Rotom-Mow decently well too. And it checks Porygon decently well, assuming he doesn't wreck me with Focus Blast. I'm pretty sure it gets Focus Blast if I'm not mistaken. But this is just here for his special attackers, mainly Latios. I can hit Foul Play on Latios and hit it pretty hard. I can hit stuff like Ambipom really hard with Foul Play and Azumarill and Mega Scissor and stuff like that. So that's the general idea of what this set is for. Bringing Wish because Wish passing into Tapu Fini can be pretty good, and then obviously just wish stalling stuff with Umbreon is also very good. And then Baton Pass is just to get some good momentum in case something's going to switch out on me. So next up we're bringing a Life Orb Swellow. We're bringing Life Orb Swellow because I need to be able to switch up my moves. I need to be able to hit Mega Scissor with a Heat Wave and then hit something else with a Boom Burst as it comes in. And then being able to click U-turn as, like, if he thinks another Heat Wave is coming out on his Mega Scissor and he goes into Latios, then I can U-turn on it, which is pretty solid. We're speed creeping over Ambipom, if I'm not mistaken, is what this is speed creeping over. And honestly, this is speed creeping over something too, but I really don't remember what it's speed creeping over, to be totally honest. This is speed creeping over Ambipom. And we're bringing Life Orb with Scrappy, Boom Burst, Heat Wave, Hidden Power Ice for that Gliscor, and then U-turn. He really doesn't have a good switch into Boom Burst in general. His best one is Mega Scissor, and we obviously have Heat Wave for that, so that's really solid. Then next up, we're bringing a bit of an interesting Lucario set. We're bringing a banded Lucario set with Extreme Speed, Poison Jab, Drain Punch, and Ice Punch. This is like one of my main switches into Scissor. Scissor doesn't really switch in well on my team, but I also don't switch into it very well. And Lucario generally doesn't really care about Mega Scissor's dual stab, so this is gonna be something that we switch in on Mega Scissor. Getting Extreme Speed is good for picking off the Azumarill that may or may not be low. Picks off Sneasel, which is really good. It's in general just really spammable against his team, especially since I'm banded. And then we're bringing Poison Jab so that we can hit the Rotom-Mow, which is really important. And we can hit the Azumarill, which is also pretty important. We do not die to a banded Aqua Jet, so that's really good. And then Drain Punch is to hit stuff like Ambipom and Porygon Z, and then Ice Punch is to hit Gliscor. So he doesn't really have an amazing switch into this either. his best one will be Latios, I would assume, once he knows my set. But even then, I have Ice Punch for it. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a really good offensive threat to his team. It's my main physical threat this week. And, yeah, the next up, our last mon, Kurogiri. Shout outs to anybody who gets this reference. They're bringing a Choice Scarf set. Honestly, I didn't really have too much that I really wanted to put in the slot. Nothing else really seemed good. And honestly, Kurogiri doesn't seem very good, but it's like the best thing I could have put in the slot. We have Psychic, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power, Ice, and Focus Blast. His only switch-ins into Shadow Ball is his 2 normal types. And that's really it. We're also speed creeping over Ambipom with the Scarf boost in speed. That's what the EV spread is for. But yeah, it's really not amazing against this team, but it can at least get a hit off, maybe 2, and then die pretty much. Like it's pretty much just here to help me break stuff. If I need to break stuff, that's the main idea of it. If something goes down and then I need to kill like Latios or something, this is going to be really good, assuming Latios isn't Scarf and stuff like that. Hidden Power Ice, obviously, for Goliath score. Psychic Shadow Ball, just my general stab, and the Focus Blast is to hit, like I said, the 2 normal types that he has in Porygon Z and Ambipom. So, yeah, that's our team that we're bringing against Kade. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that Kade is extremely good at Draft League, and I've never beat him. I think I've played him a total of 2 or 3 times at this point, never won a game. So this is going to be our first try at it. So yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and have a good day.